My dick is going inside my body. My dick is going back inside my body. I can feel my dick going backwards. Fuck.
But at least that guy knows how to speak to a lady.
What? Does he? Hello, beautiful girl. Your husband's fat. Suck my dirty cock.
He has a way with words that you don't understand, Roman. That right there is a gentleman.
Fuck off, cunt. Just get myself ready because I'm about to eat ass. Just don't want to spill any ass down my shirt. Just about to bend like over a couple of people and eat some ass. Oh, but I couldn't possibly. I am stuffed. Okay. I'll have just a little more ass, thank you.
I gotta be honest with you. If my guy had a different haircut and face, I would be so attracted to him.
Hold this for me, please. Okay, he's purposely throwing it. There we go. Oh, John. I feel different. Oh, John, something ain't right. I feel all cold in the eyes. Is this normal? Have I got the lumbago? Oh, John, is this the tuberculosis? John, I feel different. I can't remember any of my grade school teachers' names. John, something ain't right. Oh. Let's go, motherfucker. They're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas, it's practically here. Then he growled with his wrenched fingers nervously drumming. I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming. The Grinch is a motherfucking cunt.
He's made some mistakes, got involved with people he shouldn't have, but really he's a legitimate businessman.
What about you?
I'm just trying to make the right decisions.
This date is going poorly. I don't know what to do here. Oh no! Michelle's been scared off. Michelle! Oh, for fuck's shit. Men, am I right, Benno? That being said, I do want her to empty a fart into my lungs. I just thought of that. I've never said empty a fart into my lungs before. I'm gonna use that all the time now. POV, it's Valentine's Day. Oh my god.
Problem is, I lost my balls. They're stuck all over.
We can go jab step.
Oh my god!
Alright, got me.
What was it?
Why is this very offensive to him? After he did you this big favor, you need to be giving him back the money.
I know, but I asked him, I said to him, can I extend that payment, please?
He don't wait for nobody, alright? You give me the money.
God. That really hurt. Alright, I'll try not to go headfirst into walls and shit. That's headfirst into a wall and shit. This is not what I wanted. Vertical or horizontal?
Vertical, vertical.
I see a deer or something with antlers.
I see a T.
Mission failed.
I see a bird, like a crow or a raven, so people playing sounds.
I see a horizontal and a circle.
Yep. I see an eye.
I see an attic window.
Oh, hi. Thanks for
I see a
checking in.
tree.
I'm still a piece of garbage.
That is not what I'd say. I see a backwards S.
Hey!
No, a normal S.
Someone subscribe. I see a love heart. Shut up! I see a love heart.
Marge is going on a rampage. Who likes a piece of my ass? Hello there, Mr. Bearded Fuck. How about a slice of cake? Get the fuck out of here. Girls gone wild. Girls gone wild every goddamn day. Who likes a piece of this dick? I'm coming for— What the fuck do you want, you homer beard looking motherfucking piece of shit? I'll kill you. I got them. Gotta stump you. This is like American History X. I'm gonna put your goddamn teeth on the gutter. But this is not racially driven. It's just because you're just in my fucking way. I'm like American History X, but for everybody. Whoop-ya!
Come on. There we go. Unfucking believable. The GMAT stream. The GMAT stream. I gotta fix my camera in the GMAT stream. I gotta light that shit up. Light that shit up. 2140 in exposure. Just what I want, yeah. Let's deactivate that bitch. And let's activate that bitch. And now it's smooth. 60 FPS. I said it's fucking smooth. It's the motherfucking best. Yeah, GMAT stream. It's the GMAT stream. It's the GMAT dream. Gonna GMAT cream. Gonna show some memes. Gonna make your dreams come true. It's the GMAT stream, bitch. Hello, how are you? How are you today? I'm doing really good. Doing really good so far. Welcome to VHS store, how are you? I'm a natural. Welcome to VH. Welcome to the store. We have a great selection. Ooh, GMAT. Yay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Remember Babes. These dumb faces in Remember Game. The mice over the man. How's everyone doing? Thanks for coming and kicking it with me. Oh, on air? I don't think. My booty cheeks, I love the way he rides. I can hardly breathe when he's pumping deep inside. I kiss him on his neck and then he kisses on my pussy. Call him daddy while I holler, man, that boy's so damn good looking. We made love. What the fuck just happened? Why did there was no media share notification? Nobody donated. We've had that media share play before, so that's clearly an old one. Did I click something to make that play? I was trying to turn my on-air sign that doesn't fucking work on. What the fuck just happened? Ooh, GMAT. Yay. Hello. Was that Goldie's from last stream? No, because his was like... I feel like his was meme related. It was like, this reminded me of blah, blah, blah. We'll ask him if he pops into the stream. Good morning, gang. I'm about an hour early. Because I had to leave at like 12 today and I didn't want to cut the stream short. So I thought I'd pop in. Look how small this looks in my dumb... Also glasses. Glasses. My glasses. On my neck, him on his pussy. Thank you, Riggsy. As he's pumping deep inside. Hello, Kayla. We sound with a fucking fuck are you? And Doran, thank you for joining the chat. How are you, my friend? Right, there we go. Cheers and good morning. There's no cool way to drink from a straw. Can you imagine being on a date with someone, with a guy, speaking of icks, and it's going really well and you're like flirting and you're vibing, you know, you're giving each other looks and he's like... Fucking dweeb. I'm good, friend. How's your day? Well, my day's barely started in Doran. I woke up at 8:30, had a shower, Went to the supermarket to get some stuff for dinner, and grabbed this iced long black on the way home, which looks small. It's not. I don't know why my hands are making it look so large. I don't have big hands, but it's like the angle of the camera is making it look weird. It's making it look like a tiny little. And then I jumped on stream. It's like Crazy Stupid Love says, it looks like you're sucking on a tiny schwanz. I don't know Crazy Stupid Love, and also don't quote things that I don't get. I don't want to be alienated in my own stream. No, I feel like I should have seen that by now. Wait, I've seen Crazy Stupid Love. Is that the one with Gosling and Emma Stone and Michael Scott? What's his fucking name? Steve. Am I having a strong? Am I strong right now? Steve Crow. Thank fuck. Dirty. How you doing? By the way, hello everyone. Zet, J Woot, Karis. Welcome, welcome. This time feels wrong now that I've gotten used to all the off streams. Well, this isn't correct, Zet. This is I'm an hour early. I just knew I had to I have to leave at 12 today, so I wanted to I didn't want to cut the stream short, so I thought I'd jump on a bit earlier today. To be fair, your hands look tiny too. How fucking do they do look kind of small, don't they? Next to they look tiny. You're right. Whatever. We went through this on the stream. No, not on the stream, on the podcast. No, it wasn't a podcast. It was a live human interaction at a party where me and Ben and Aiden were talking about my small hands, and I was arguing that I didn't have small hands, and a couple people were like, he doesn't have small hands. It was just Ben loves fucking getting under my skin, and he knows how to do it. And then the whole thing came to Aiden being like, let's see what your hands look like against Aiden's. And his hands were only slightly bigger than mine by like not enough. And he's obviously like so much taller than me. So then the focus shifted over to Aiden having small hands. So it was a real handball. I was like, his hands are only tiny bit bigger than mine, but he's way taller than me. And everyone's like, tiny hands, Aiden. So that was that worked out really well for me. It's the old trick, everybody. If you're ever being bullied, just find someone else and transfer the hate towards them. It's like it's like It Follows. Can your hands fit inside a Pringle can? If so, you got small hands. They cannot fit inside a Pringle can. I wouldn't have got the lettuce if I knew it wouldn't fit. I wouldn't have got the cheese if I knew it wouldn't fit. I wouldn't have got all of this shit. I wouldn't have got the lettuce if I knew it wouldn't fit. Cheese. Wish I had a bendy straw. Wish I had a straw. Can I make a bendy straw? Can you make a bendy straw out of a paper straw? Success. It's gonna suck a little harder. Mine can. All the last Pringles are mine. Is that true, Joey? Fuck, you have a tiny hand. I've only ever known children to be able to fit their hands inside a Pringle can. Honest to God, children. You sick fuck. Still looks like you're sucking on a tiny cock. And what will be wrong with that, Karis? I had a pimple right there. You got an issue with fucking sucking on tiny little dicks? My uncle went to jail for Sucking a bunch of tiny dicks. I think that might be the only stand-up joke from Theo Von that's ever made me laugh. I love Theo Von on a podcast. I can't stand his stand-up. Except there was one joke where he's like, my cousin got bit by a gay guy. So we'll see. That's quite funny too. I definitely can't fit but a couple fingers in a Pringles can. Mine can too. Damn all you tiny-handed freaks. I think it's more like they can really smush all my fingers. So you're like going in like you're inseminating a cow. Are you tricking children to get the last Pringles for you, you monster? Yeah, I go, hey, you want this? And they get in there, oh, yummy. And I grab it out of their hand. And I get right fucking close into their face. And I say, Santa's not real. And then I smash the chips into my fat face. And I chew it like mouth open. And I talk to them and I go, this is what you get. And like bits of Pringle are like coming out and spit. And they're like, why? And I'm like, because I'm GMAT. Like and subscribe. And then I disappear into the night. And they didn't see it coming. You'd be surprised what you can fit in a Pringles can. I don't think I would be, Jeeper Gary. If you were like, my cock, I guarantee I wouldn't be surprised. Whatever it was you're about to say would not have surprised me. You'd be like, you'll be shocked what'll fit inside a Pringle can. Is it your cock? No. I was actually going to say something else. Anytime, I don't think there's anything anyone's ever said where they go, you'd be surprised, and then they say it, where I'm actually surprised. Bad phrase are brilliant. If you, of course, Eridan. Mercy me, mercy my. I've seen all of Santino's specials. I do love Santino. I like Bobby. I don't like Bobby's stand-up, but I don't think Bobby's really publicly known for his stand-up now. I think he's publicly known for his podcasting. You can't watch his stand-up anywhere because he doesn't have a fucking special. My cock's too big. Been there, K. Luis. Been there. Why is it always the first time I load into the game, it's so cunting slow? And then I have to wait for it to like warm up. Jaywood, it's just like this on the first crack. He's popping deep inside. I'll kiss him on his neck and he kisses on my pussy. And then you have to open your inventory, wait for all the items to click in. And then after this, it runs like perfectly. But for now, fucking menace. And I kiss him on his pussy. And I'm pumping deep inside. All right. What's on the agenda today, people? Just ask me to go spike the fucking log, K. Luis. Jesus. Stop being so coy about it. Learn how to cook. Learn how to suck my balls, baby. I'm going to give old mate more things to build. Finish off the camp. The fact that you already knew is enough for me. What are we gonna put? What are we gonna put out for this boy? I kind of wanted to do a hunting shelter just in the base, just because it's I think it's kind of cute. But there's absolutely no reason for it. but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Or should I do it like in a weird place, like in the middle of the... That doesn't get in the way, does it? Nah, perfect. On the wall. On the wall. We shall build ourselves against the wall. The white walkers come. And I kiss him on his pussy. I'm set at the whole base because I came back and I was shocked to find how much he'd done. Just for vibes, decorator mode engaged. Decorator mode engaged. Hold on to your pussies. Decorator mode engaged. And I kiss him on his pussy. Decorator mode engaged. And I'm popping deep inside. Weird place to put a torch, but there we go. Yeah. Let's light this bitch up. This motherfucker gonna look like a Christmas tree. Let's just go with that for now. I don't know if that's... Love the wee house I built in calm mode. Made it from scratch with no blueprint. Yeah, nice. Oh man, I'd be counting all the logs to make sure those were exactly placed. But that's also insanity. No, no. I don't care that much. Clearly. I don't want it to, because if it looks too perfect, Jay-Woo, then it doesn't look like something I built in the middle of the fucking forest. I want it to be off. I like it when you walk in and it looks like something that was built by people who don't know what the fuck's going on. So many holders. And I kiss him on his pussy. Ow. Fucking typical. So I thought we'd get some bloody good weather in this fucking place. Looks like it was built with, with tiny hands. Fuck off, cunt. I hate it when you guys fucking get me. It's like a moment of unbelievable pride and anger combined. Silent alarm! Silent alarm! What is this? I am curious what this is. Does it have a description? Let's go with that for now. Let's let old mate build. Old mate do what he needs to do. I'm gonna make a I want to make a flask to store some Wawa in, but I can't remember what you need for a flask. I think it might actually be fur. Animal furs of some kind. Oh, 3D printer of corpse. Alright, well, that cave over there we never finished exploring, so I reckon we save up and we go finish the job. And I lick your Moni's pussy. You do what you gotta do, Kelv. I'm gonna go cave diving. I'm gonna go pussy diving. Just try to remember what my things are. Gun. Grenade. Oh fuck, why did I get a text from Optus? Ah. Internet bill is overdue. If the stream cuts... What the fuck? It didn't hurt me at all. He also interrupted my joke about the internet cutting out. Was that the cave with the zip line from the other day? Cave with the zip line. I don't think so. No, that one... I feel like that was a while ago, that cave. It's a launch pad for when you have the glider. Oh, it did seem like it had the glider on there, but I was thinking, how do you launch off something so small? Because the fucking send you. And it ragdolls cannibals. That's fucking hilarious. Does he really, Monty? Yeah, it's not fucking bad. I'll make gets it. I need to get better with the bow and arrow. I used to be elite. I used to be fucking Olympic level. And I'll lick your Moni's pussy. Now you in the fucking head. Missed you. Oh, he was coming right at me then. Motherfucker. I wouldn't try that, cunt. Collected all these herbs and plants, and I don't know what any of them are for. Probably for this cooking that Dirty won't shut the fuck up about. I'll tell you what, gang. I don't know if I'm on my period or what the fuck is going on. But I am, to a sick degree, loving coffee at the moment. I'm usually sort of whatever about it, but I'm drinking ice long blacks. Which is just water, beans, and ice. It's no milk or sugar or anything fun in there, and I'm just like... Oh, yes, Daddy. My alarm. Time to wake up. Kiss your Moni's neck and I kiss your Moni's pussy. did go this way last time. To the left. And worked out that my flares don't last. I'm gonna go this way again. Well, let's get the fucking tits off me. Oh, that's right, I need tape. Knob head. Yes, it is, K. Louise. But I'm redoing the way... I'm going again the way I've already gone. Because I can't remember if I went all the way this direction. This was the... Let me take that whole sentence again and try and make it sound like a human being was coming up with the words. I walked this direction, and this is the last place I went. From the center of the cave over there, this is the only place I've gone. And I want to go this way again, because I can't remember if I did everything that was down this way. And you'll know I don't like to leave a stone unturned. You have what you need for bone armor. Yeah, but I have what I need for 1 bone armor. And I'm not going to make 1 bone armor dirty. And throw that. What am I fucking... My time is too precious for 1 bone armor. I only make armor when I can make 37 of them. Cunt! That's what I thought it said. Cunt! I fucking swooped that out of there. Running away from me. Cause he's pumping deep inside. Oh, we know. Oh, shut up, K. Louise. You love it. There's anybody in this stream who loves fucking looting and making sure nothing is missed. It's this a bitch right here. It's this a silly bitch right here. And I kiss him on his pussy. Spit on your head and stroke my cock at a medium pace. How are cunts still alive? I killed every motherfucker down here. And we've still got... Oh, you guys know I love to shoot a baby. Don't clip that. I don't need that coming up in court. Spit on your head and stroke my cock at a medium pace. I heard a baby fly at me, but I don't know where the baby gone. Hey, baby. Oh, I don't have all that ammo types. Thanks, baby. Play PUBG for the first time. That's so weird, K. Louise. I did the exact same thing yesterday, last night. So here today with Amber, and I just spent the whole time looting. It was so relaxing. It was. I didn't even play legitimately. I had like a podcast on my second screen. So I couldn't even hear it when enemies were getting close to me. I know that's probably not... It's not justified enough to be like, oh my god, me too! But I hadn't played it in like a year. And that was just a weird coincidence. I love a weird coincidence. You'll know I'm a guy who loves a bloody coincidency. A coinky dink. Spit on your head and stroke my cock at a medium pace. Down here is where I did not finish killing the enemies. So, yep, they're everywhere. Fucking thought that was a bad guy. And this is right about where I died. Just power on, Matt, you. I wish I had like a look behind me ability while I run, like in Outlast. Fuck! Should have just let this go. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything in this pile of cunts over here. Get a medium pace. Nothing. Waste of one fucking creepy armor. What's up, Kayla Weiss? You sing Holy Shitty Christ to the both of us playing PUBG? Are you making fun of me? Are you coming to my stream to make fun of me? Because I'll have you know I don't appreciate that. And I will have you banned instantly. Instantaneously. Your grandfather's death is imminent. It's what? He's gonna die in a minute. Why didn't you just say that? What does imminent mean? It means he's gonna die in a minute. Who's that? That's a comedian somewhere. Oh, it's Louis. Louis C.K. Whatever happened to that guy? Oh, that's a funny bit. To be like, who was the lead actor in American Beauty? Kevin Spacey. Ugh. Whatever happened to that guy? I got a fright when you turned around and the monster was there. Oh. No, it's probably bang on, Kayla Weiss. I probably just didn't look up soon enough. There's rarely a delay in the chat. It's usually me just not noticing the chat in my top left. Although I do prefer the chat up there than on my second screen. I like it on my third screen. Spit in your hand and stroke my cock at a medium pace. I didn't realize it would go fucking black. I can't see. Fuck. Where'd that baby go? Where'd that baby go? Oh, it's on the wall. Are these just a one-stroke death? One pump stroke? No, my stream is usually around 10 to 20 seconds delayed. It's not you, it's just my app. It's not you, it's me. Ow! You absolute dick. You dick baby. I don't like the way the babies look, and I wish they would stop existing. Shout out to babies. You picked the wrong hole to hole gaze out of, baby. Spit in your hand and stroke my cock at a medium pace. Thanks for holding my arrows. Did I tell you guys about this Coca-Cola chicken? Because it's been blowing my mind. I'm making it again tonight. There are so many babies. They told me and Amber, I think. Big recommendation, everybody. Fucking chuck some chicken in a slow cooker. And then you pour over that bitch like a little bit more than a can's worth of Coca-Cola. Enough to sort of like cover the chicken. Not cover, but like, you know, get it sitting in. And some cream of chicken, like soup mix or cream of chicken stock. Stir that bitch up in the slow cooker and let it sit there for, you know, 6 hours on low or 4 hours on high or whatever your slow cooker does. And then at the end of the day, it's like, it turns into this chicken that breaks apart, and the Coca-Cola and the cream of chicken turn into this rich gravy. That's so fucking tasty. It's been so goddamn easy this week for lunch to like take some of that and put it on rice or put it on some mashed potato or something and shove that in my gob on the go. It's delicious and it heats up again really fucking well. It microwaves like a fucking champion. These babies are really trying to fucking ruin my life. Full fat, yeah, you can't use Diet Coke. That was the one thing it said on the recipe. Because it's, you know, I think it's, you gotta have the sugar to fucking, to boil down. Doesn't like Diet Coke boil down to like a tar or something? Alright, we should fucking try and ride this bitch. Fuck! Alright, let's go. Let's go. Stop joking. Stupid baby. I don't like the arms coming out of the... Fuck me! Did it work? Is he dead? He's not. He's not dead. I'm not fucking around anymore. It's pistol time. That's how we do it in Melbourne, baby. The thing I'm talking about, Eloise. This. Yeah, it doesn't have to be chicken breast. You can use any chicken. I think in the slow cooker they're like, hey, don't use chicken breast because that's an expensive cut. Just use like thigh. I just really like chicken breast, and it's just me at home, and it spreads quite far. But it's this fucking cream of chicken simmer soup. Just put the whole thing over the top. With the Coke. Chicken boobs. Chicken boobs. Oh, and barbecue sauce. I saw a recipe online. I was like, put a cup of barbecue sauce in there as well. And I did. I didn't put like quite a cup. I just fucking squirted some barbecue sauce in there. It's fucking delicioso, I'll be honest. I was shocked. Because it was my mum who was like, oh, I got this, a friend once told me blah, 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 blah. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I Googled it before I did it. Because I'm like, I don't trust your friend. And then there's a bunch of recipes for Coca-Cola chicken. And I was like, well, all right. Some of them will say use like French onion soup mix, but my mum said cream of chicken, and I was like, I'll do it. like it. Spit on your hand and stroke my cock at a medium pace. So it's a sachet. It is literally, yeah, it's a soup sachet. Cream of chicken. Obviously, you'll have a different fucking thing, but I'm sure they've got cream of chicken sachets all over the world. And you could always try French onion if you can't find cream of chicken. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it's just as delicious. I have a recipe for fentanyl chicken that will knock you out. It'll knock your fucking socks off, mate. Well, we made our way through this whole cave. Great work. Now we're going to go back around and take one of those other entrances. At a medium pace. So just fucking, yeah, Coke, chicken, spread that bitch over it, K-Louise. Add some barbecue sauce if you're feeling frisky. And then let that shit slow cook all day. Or crock pot. I don't know what it is in the UK. Heinz will never let a player down. I keep forgetting to like get it going during the day, so I put it on high for like 4 hours. But today I'm ready. I've thought about it. I've given myself time. I'm gonna put it on low for 6 hours. And do the full proper process. I also go a little bit longer because I like the gravy to be like thick. I like a thick gravy. The other day I had it on mashed potato and I was like, this is living. This is fucking delish. So easy. Someone stupidly the other day was like, but then you're just having chicken cooked in Coca-Cola. Do you know how much sugar is in Coca-Cola? And I'm like, first of all, cunt, it's a can's worth of Coca-Cola spread over like 5 or 6 meals. I think you shut up. The calories are actually quite low, which is lovely. Do you dice the chicken first or straight in? I just chuck the whole breast straight in, and at the end of the, you know, I did like once it hit 4 hours, K-Louise, I went in and I, with the tongs, I just squeezed the chicken and it fell apart. It was beautiful. And then I let it sit for like another hour after that. No, K-Louise, I'm here for it. Slow cooking has become my new personality. Alright, so we got this hole in the ground we got to go into, and we got over there. We did over there. Now we've got... Oh, so it's just hole in the ground and that way. Spit in your head and stir my cock at a medium pace. Just check these guys already. There's no weird water holes, are there? No. Water holes. How are you, Robber? You're living large. Are you keeping it real? Yeah. Are you sitting on my hand and stroking my cock at a medium pace? Start every stream shotgunning a can of Coke. Alright, well, we've done this way. Hooray. Here's the thing. We started out friends. It was cool, but it was all pretend. Yeah, yeah. Since you've been gone. I will, K-Louise. I'll fucking... On the, I'm about to enter, like, a phase of no bread, no bubbly drink, and no fucking cheese. with a friend of mine. Because they have to do this whole like 12-week detox thing. Because they got, they have this bacteria in their gut. So it's like FODMAP extreme. Can't eat wheat, can't eat blah, can't eat blah. So they're coming over on like, I think Friday next week. We're going to get high and eat a bunch of bad food. And then the next day, I was like, yeah, I'll do this thing with you. I'm not doing that, but I'll do something. And I decided on those 3 trouble areas, which is bread, cheese, and bubbly drink. I should not be like, a bubbly drink should have been cut out of my diet. I don't drink sugary bubbly drink, but carbonated drinks should have been cut out of my fucking diet years ago. Because I have like medical gastro reflux, blah, 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 blah. I had a friend of mine, me and a friend of mine went and got lunch the other day, and I picked her up, and I had because I went to the doctor's the other day for the thing on my lip. So I had this form sitting on my passenger seat. She just picks it up and starts reading my medical history. And she's like, gastro, blah, blah, en, blah, 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 blah. Like, read my whole thing. And I was like, is that on there? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize my acid reflux was a medical condition until I saw it on my medical history. So fucking stupid. Appreciate you too, Amber. Fizzy Pop and crisps are my weakness. Yeah, I just like a fizzy drink with anything. I love a meal with a fizzy drink. So, and it's generally is that water? It is. It's genuinely to the point where, like, if I cut out fizzy drink, I'm not going to want to eat because my favorite part of the meal is the fizzy drink. I don't have a rebreather. I was booked in for colonic irrigation today and they just called and cancelled. Is that like a proper hose up the ass? Robber? I've, like an enema. Hose. Yeah, absolutely shattered. Well, I won't say who, but I have a friend whose mum does that for a living. Works, hoses out people's anuses. And she was telling me about it one time. And by the end of the conversation, I was like, I think I'm going to go get my asshole hosed out. This sounds fucking wild. She was saying it. She fucking, like, swears by it. And is like, it's... Oh, I'm going to drown if I do this. I need a rebreather. Fuck. I need to put a marker on my map to remind me to come back here. Unless I can commit to the bit. Survive, Matt, survive. No, I gotta go back. Uh-oh, I've lost my direction. I'm gonna drown. Fuck, that was so stupid. Phenomenal. I should not have survived that. I've already died once. I was just about to say, what am I going to have to do now? I'm going to have to get the... I'm going to have to go back and get the fucking zip line. Terrific news. Alright, well. We're done with this cave for now. I should make a list of things I need to do. Because, like, I don't want to forget shit. Dedicated, took the time. I don't know where she works, to be honest, Robbo. But since the full game release, containers don't respawn outside of caves. Since the full game release, containers don't respawn. What are containers, Rigsy? Also, what are you talking about, Amber, when you said, what did you order? Boxes. 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 I don't even know what boxes you're talking about. Like this sort of shit? Like the stuff that's in there doesn't respawn? Ah, cool. I don't think that's a massive problem. I guess I'll find out when I'm like, ugh, I'm running out of potions, or what they call med. Oh, I guess that could be a problem. I'll have to start making my own medicine. You sip something that does not. Oh, what did you order? Oh, I got an iced long black, or an iced Americano. It might be. Although generally, us in the UK is what I'm learning every time I'm like, maybe crock pot, you know? I feel like us in the UK generally name things the same. Gotta love them long blacks. I do love a long black. I'm a fucking long black fiend at the moment. Shut up, Dirty. His personality is now French press. I'm actually getting like crazy. I just bought more coffee grounds today, but I've been like a real lazy fucker when it comes to making coffee. Pretty much every day for the last 2 weeks, I've gone down to this coffee place near the corner of me and bought 2 ice long blacks, which is such a waste of money. It's like $9 worth every single day. It's just because it was hot last week, you know? It was hot. I wanted coffee, but I wanted iced. I don't know how to make my own iced coffee. I guess a long black, you just make a long black and pour some fucking ice in there. It's probably the easiest coffee to make iced. What is, I'm a knobhead. I love an iced hazelnut latte. I try my best to not fuck with sweet coffee. Thank you, Amber. Amber, what's going on? Why are you being so nice to me today? They'd make a... Oh my god! Kmart have an iced coffee maker. You knobhead. Why the... That's such a pleasant interaction, Robber. Was it too pleasant? You were like, ugh, I didn't like that. Fuckface! Like, hey, Matt, just so you know, if you go down to Kmart, you can pick up a iced coffee maker. You fat fuck. What? Wait, just... sorry, it's like a Tourette's. Dedicated. Took the time. Look at all that dry meat. Yeah. Yeah, dry it up. Can't help myself. I love dried meat in this game. It's the easiest way to have food just ready to go. And a lovely drink. Now, if it'll make K. Louise feel better, my water and my food are completely full. Look at that. I'm dedicated. Feeling a little unhinged now. Unhinge away, Amber. We love an unhinged. What is that noise? Is someone bashing my base in? Hey. Hey. Cut it out? The fuck are you? I can't do anything with him. He's fucking massive. He's massive and bloated. Just like Daddy. Let's open up some skin pouches, shall we? Someone's bashing your back doors in. Yes, please. Hey, if I don't collect the stuff that's in the pile, do I not get to keep it? No, it seems that. Now, I should have 7 duct tapes. 8 duct tapes, if that works. Oh, no, I'm bailing on stuff that's... I can't fit. Yeah, cool. Just, sorry, I didn't say enough adjectives just then. When I was putting the pouches onto the middle and just clicking combine, I was worried that I wasn't keeping the stuff. I wasn't pulling off the pile, but it went to where it needed to go automatically. As it fucking should. It would be weird if they didn't do it like that. By the way, I'm back at the gym this week. It's been fucking lovely. I was getting a little nervous after, I was sick, so I worked out pretty substantially for about a week and a half. Then Ben wrote a new program because I've been using the same program for a bit too long. And it was a 4-week program. I did 2 weeks of that straight. And then week 3 I started, but then I got sick, so I took a week off. And then I went back Monday this week and Tuesday, restarting week 3 on the program. And it was, I was a bit nervous I was going to cop out. Because I have a bit of a history of, like, when I stop forever. But I got right back into it. So fucking, if you got something you need to do this week, gang, just fucking do it. Just get out there. Get out there and live. Matthew, when are you going to add emotes for good situations? Meme emotes and shit. What emotes do you want? What do you want to see? What do you need? What's going to make you shut the fuck up? What's going to make you shut the fuck up? I need a rebreather. What have I done? I think I've done... As you can see, I landed at that top cave. So I must have done that cave and that cave. I don't know if I did the cave that direction all the way. Oh, I can't really. No, I'm blocking it now. Oh man, this is hard. This is like doing the weather. So I started. I need to move further away. I started up here, I went and did that cave, and then I've come down here and I landed here, and then I did that cave. But I don't think I ever did this cave up here. Does anybody remember? So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to travel up to that north side, get that purple motherfucker, and that cave there. And then maybe make my way back here. Go on a bit of a trek today, I think. dedicated. I took the time. All right, see ya, bud. Keep building, keep loving, keep living. I'm gonna take the cart if that's okay, because this is gonna be quite a trip. I have eaten and I have drinking. I have done all the things I need to do, Ambia. Ambia! Ugh, I walked right through a spider web. Just me, a golf cart, and a long black. That's as hard as it fucking gets. I got in the wrong side. That's as hard as it fucking gets. Oh, that's a bad guy. That's a bad guy. That's a bad guy. That's a bingo. Hell yeah, rock and roll, brother. Oh, no, I fell out the hole. That's bad. That's bad. Let's try and get back to a road if we can. Yep. That's a bingo. Yep. It's a lot harder to control than I thought it would be. Oh, nearly ran over a deer. Oh, hey, bud. Ignore me. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my... There's the road. There we go. All right. God damn, that is a bingo. Fuck, this bitch really slides. Why does it slide so much? Am I missing a wheel? Yeah, yeah. Since you've been gone. Woohoo! Fuck yeah. Oh my fucking, oh my Christ. Fucking, oh Jesus. Where am I going? Yeah, now we're cooking.
The people will survive in their environment. The dirt, scarcity, and the emptiness.
I didn't know there was more to that song. I've never actually heard the full song. Bow down, bow down, down. Bow down, down, down. That's quite fun. I don't know what the Dudeson's theme song is. Reezy? Dudeson's theme. Oh, isn't it like... It's just the fucking... What's that classical song? The, Dum, 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 dum. That one. You'll know it the second it fucking plays. Flight, the Valorant. What's it starts with V? No, I'm thinking of a different one, but still, same sort of shit. I was thinking of Flight of the Valkyrie. Oh, oh! I took that dude's fucking whole body apart. Yeah. Uh-huh. Motherfucker. Skrrra. Oh, shit! Sorry. Sorry. Oh, that was a lot of them. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. I'm over that. That's giving me anxiety. All right, I think I'm here. Are they chasing me now because I killed all their friends? I killed a lot of fucking cunts then. I really ran. Oh, that's a whole ass rib cage. That's a whole ass motherfucking rib cage. I might as well save. Can't carry any more C4 bricks. if I had $1, you know, guys. If I had $1 in my number, I'm not going to carry any more C4 bricks. I'd tell you what, I'd have a lot of dollars. You know what I mean? If I had $1, I'd have a lot of dollars. Oh, bud. If I had $1 for everybody, I'll tell you I'd have a lot of dollars. I'd have dollars coming out of my dollar hole. Foot da da do do do. Foot do 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 do. Do do. This water looks good to drink, right? He looks like my current mental state. He's an advocate for mental health. Oh, well, I'm out of tarps. Well, this was a shit spot to come to. Oh, I'm not there. It's up ahead. My bad, my bad, my bad. My bad, baby. Fuck off, cunt. Oh, that one suck. Holy fuck! Piss off. Piss off, idiot. Piss off, idiot. Oh no, there goes your fucking head. How does death feel, bitch? Not good, I imagine. Oh. Go to the doctor for that? Oh, excuse me, doc. Someone chopped my fucking head off. What are you doing? Little bitch. Bapa doodle bapa bapa doodle bapa bapa doodle bapa yeah. Piss off. Fuck, that would have hurt. Fucking idiot. You guys remember the video of that guy? You have to kill the raccoons. Unfortunately, we do. Oh, I don't have a shovel. Balls. You guys remember the video with the guy from That's So Raven? Raven interview. And he's talking about, like, hooking up with Raven when they were kids. And he's so fucking unhinged. At the end of the interview, he's like, he was talking about licking her titty, and he's like, I was licking her titty, I was giving it the old yeah. Orlando Brown. Interview. I gave it a lick at it, yeah.
Orlando Brown, welcome back.
Well, thank you. Well, no, you know what? You know.
A lot of meals.
How's Raven, how that feel?
Oh, yeah. Well, speaking of Raven, And Mickey Mouse, you had that line, and
It's bang on. I went to the most replayed section.
no fear.
Yeah.
You know what line I'm talking about?
Yeah, tell Minnie Mouse to suck my sack like Raven did when she was black. When you hear that rat-a-tat, I suggest you niggas scat.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I meant just that.
Just that?
Just that, yeah.
So
you know?
what do you mean?
I like the way he says that. And I can't do an impression of him in that bit because he says the N-word. But the way he's like, yeah, you, I got to use a different word instead of the N-word. You fellas, he says his line like he's like, is that the line you mean? You fellas, blah? You know? It's just a funny way that he clearly knows what he's talking about. And he's like, tell Mickey Mouse to suck my dick like Raven did when she was black.
To suck my sack like Raven did when she was black. When you hear that rat-a-tat, I suggest you niggas scat.
That's it. Just you fellas scat. I gotta stop. But it's like the question.
Suck my sack like Raven did when she was black. When you hear that rat-a-tat, I suggest you niggas scat.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I meant just that.
Just that?
Just that, yeah.
So
you know?
what do you mean to say like Raven did?
Yeah, you know what, Amber? Upon reflection, I guess it's not Nickelodeon, but Disney kids are still just as fucked up. There's probably a lot more going on behind the scenes than we know about in his like history.
She was black.
I mean, I told you in the first interview.
Although he's been pretty open about like Disney fucking owned him and still own him.
I mean, she gave me, and then I gave her some. I do, yeah.
I like the interview. He's just loving that. It reminds me of the have you guys? Oh my God. Zach Galifianakis might be the funniest person on the planet. Zach Galifianakis, if you haven't seen it, he has this comedy special on Netflix, and it was one of the first comedy specials on Netflix from years ago, back when it was like DVDs. And it's his comedy special, and he breaks it up with what's the word I'm looking for? Documentary style footage of him, like him and his mate who were doing this tour in a van, just like kicking about, doing bits, little interviews. It's like fun stuff like that. But then he also jumps to this side character, his brother Seth Galifianakis, and his brother Seth is being interviewed. It's everything else is real. Like the special's real, him doing his stand up, him doing the documentary stuff, him driving around, but it cutting to this interviewer interviewing Seth, and he does this bit, and the interviewer's trying to stay serious because the interviewer knows what the bit is, that he's playing a character. Where the interviewer breaks at this point when he's talking about Seth Galifianakis, Fuji's and Funyuns, and he can't hold it together. This is it.
I want to go back. Take me back to the moment where you and Zach hear the Fugees song. Yeah. Tell me more. Tell me what.
You know how they say, smell is your number one sensory memory. Well, it wasn't just the Fugees song that sets me off. He's like, your car smells like Funyuns, and I'm like, what, my dog? Because I named my dog Funyuns because he likes to eat Funyuns all the time. He's like, no, I didn't know your dog's name's Funyuns. Mm-hmm. And I said, yeah, I named my dog Funyuns because he eats Funyuns all the time. Mm-hmm. He goes, no, I was just talking about Funyuns. So every time I feed my dog, I think it's that. That draws me in more than any Fugees song. It's always Fugees and Funyuns.
There's a better one where he's like fully crying and the guy can't stop laughing. Is it that one?
Person, and then you make their voice like a monster voice to disguise who they is.
Let's go back. Are you comfortable? Are you comfortable now?
Hey, this is much. Are you gonna put that? Are you gonna put that that monster voice? Or it's either a robot or a monster.
We can adjust. I suppose we can adjust your voice or equalize it so that it doesn't.
Okay,
sound...
then I'm ready to talk about it.
Okay. I want take me back to the night. You're playing Pictionary, was it?
That's right.
That's right.
Where's Zach in all of it?
Me and Ben quote this so often without forgetting doing the Fugees and the Funyuns. Makes me a better dancer.
My mom was like, "Where's Zach?" And I think I said, "He's in the basement." And she said, "Well, go get him." So we'll go down there, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, nothing." I'm like, he's like hunched over a table or something like that. And I'm like, "What are you doing? What are you making? Is this a chemistry set or something?" And he was making ecstasy, homemade ecstasy out of Tide with bleach. So he goes, "Well, I'm going to a rave." And I'm like, "What's a rave?"
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "It's a place where people get together and they have fun and they dance around." I'm like, "Well, what's ecstasy?" It's like, "Ecstasy makes me a better dancer."
Zach broke the law that day.
He broke the law. He broke more than man's law. He broke God's law. He broke Seth's law, Murphy's law, law and order.
It's great to be
Murphy's law.
Shout Factory TV, changing the channel.
I hate elevator.
You call it something else?
Does he have any shame at all? Does he not? That's what my students say. The guys that do football a lot, they're this is where my brother and I really differ. He's more into the other people, and I'm into these people.
Well, you're different in a lot of ways.
Different in a lot of ways.
You and Zach are very different.
Yeah, we're the only thing we have in common is that we both like the Fugees.
The Fugees? I mean, do you have a memory of actually sharing anything with the Fugees, or was that just... We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. Let's move on. I'm sorry.
How about the Fugees CD? Whenever it came out, I had to pick Zach up from the airport once, and I was like, "Zach, do you want to listen to this new rap group, the Fugees?" He's like, "Yeah, I didn't think he'd like it, because he didn't like it either."
What did he say to you? What did Zach say to you?
He loved it.
He liked it?
Yeah, he loved it.
Would you say that was one of the few things that you ever shared in common then, at that moment? You knew that?
It's the first thing in a long time that he and I have ever agreed on. It was a moment that I wish had lasted forever, but it only lasted to the end of the song. He didn't like the other ones. So the only thing that we really bonded on so far the last few years is that one Fugees song. I don't even know the name of it. I like all their songs. Is there something funny?
I'm sorry.
All right, sorry. Get wrapped up in the bit. Funnies and Fugees. We'll often say, he broke God's law, man's law, Murphy's law. Oh, she's upset. Sorry, baby. But now you're in a better place with your husband. You broke Seth's law. You broke God's law that day. God's law, Seth's law, Murphy's law. Law and order.
My name is Trey. I have a basketball game tomorrow. Point guard. I got 2 games.
We're talking about G-Stream at the moment.
Yeah, I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
And I think, we always try and do a different sketch and, a different opening to G-Stream. But I think this year, because we liked it so much. Sorry, dear. We're going to redo the characters we did for that sketch at last G-Stream. Because we just had such a fun time filming. And there's also something very funny about... Something very fun about getting together with other people who like acting. And also funny people like Ben and Aiden. And also, you know, Steve and Garbett, like people behind the cameras. And just like fucking around. It's like a full day of just like improv games. And the amount of shit we improvised that day and just... I mean, you guys have seen the bloopers. It's fucking... It was such a fucking fun day. Do you know when it's happening? No, but me and Sienna were... so it'll be before the end of April. I promise. I promise. Bro, says Law. Would you not do that interview remake you, Seth? No. No. We'll do our own thing. So I was talking to Beck as well about like, you know, in about her doing like a cameo in the sketch, but like, you know, in The Office when like when Karen Filippelli shows up and she's like, you guys are still filming this thing? Like that's the... Like, when I pitched the idea to her, she was like, oh, it'd be funny to do, like, a Karen Filippelli bit. Like that. Yeah. Please. Yeah. I said some bit, like, Ben will write it. But, like, the idea that I pitched back was, like, something where, like... You know, because the character's saying something like, oh, yeah, Beck died. She hasn't been around for a long time. And then, like, at the end, she, like, kicks the door and she's like, fucking Aiden tried to kill her or something. I don't know. Ben will come up with something funnier than that. We're about Sis Law, Murphy's Law, Law and Order. Oh, I remember this beach. You can land, you can get fucking stranded on this beach. There's also a, something over that side. How you doing, Ebons? Living, laughing, loving? Oh, Murphy's Law, Seth's Law, Law and Order. We just got to, like, in a lot of ways, G-Stream will be easier this year. And then in a few ways, it'll be harder. Like, we're going to go for 24 hours, but we're not going to... we're not going to have all the PCs set up. We're going to have, like, one screen, one PC. A lot of, like, couch co-op sort of stuff. Board games and shit like that. VR horror with everybody sitting on the couches around the outside and one person in the middle doing it. And people are going to drop in and out. Like, so don't expect a lot of, you know, Ben and Aiden. The pressure's sort of off the boys. Like, come when you can come. Leave when you want to leave. Me and Sienna will probably be there the entire 24 hours. I mean, obviously I'll be there the entire 24 hours, but like, that's sort of the plan. I'm stressed if it's so soon. I'll need I'll give plenty of warning. I'll give at least a month's notice, which is hard because April's quite soon. It might not be. It might be at the start of May. I'll try and give at least 3 weeks notice. We got Sis Law, Murphy's Law, Law and Order. You broke more than God's law that day. Law and Order. Alright, I don't remember this cave being particularly... Fucking cunts. I don't remember this one being particularly bad, because it's one of the first caves you can just stroll on into when you end up at this part of the game. But let's have a looky. Let's just have a little looky-loo. You broke more than God law. Discovered a new location. Entertainment bunker. Oops, I hit that quite fucking hard. And that was hit quite fucking hard. Thank you for the ammo. Puff Corp outbids Sahara Therapeutics for remote islands. Why would that be front page news? I'm standing here today. That was a bat. I thought there was someone running past me. Fuck off! Cunt. Bee fucking beef. Bat cunts. Bats really are the bees of the cave. The bees of the night. Oh. Is it still alive? Fuck! It was hard to tell because it was breathing. Oh, that's so many cunts. Alright, I'm chucking a grenade. Please work. Yes! Drop both those cunts. Put your titties away, girl. You broke more than God's law today. Well, that went pretty much as good as it can go. I killed both of those big cunts, these cunts, in one hit. And I only lost 2 creepy armors worth of health. Oh, sorry. I was actually trying to cut someone up. My little China girl. She said, doodin doodin doom doom doo boo 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 boom boom do 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 do. Did I come from this way? It's fucking stupid. Is this the way I came from? I think so. No. Are you sure, Endoran? It was, yeah. I thought it was. New, 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 new. Yeah. Yeah, that was the way I came from. Especially because there's no other way to go. You know what I really fucking feel like? I am craving a choc chip muffin. I would strangle my own child for a choc chip muffin. And I'm not being hyperbolic. Are you pregnant? Why? Oh, choc chip muffin. I thought you were saying I looked fat. You look bigger than usual, GMAT. Are you pregnant? Did somebody do a big cum in you? Is this where I can get a rebreather? And the coffee craving. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I am pregnant. And the baby is yours! And I'm keeping it! So you better start organizing your finances, buddy. Because this is your responsibility now. I hope you're ready to be a father. Because I have your seed in my belly. And I'm keeping it. You know, I fucking had Kelly Kapoor's voice in my brain when I said that. Well, I'm pregnant. And I'm keeping it. Before we go that way, let's go check out that one direction. Yeah, that's exactly what I was picturing. Amber, there. And then the whole fucking, like, you lied about being pregnant. So, you don't see why I would be mad about that? No. When we're definitely not getting back together. Why? But why? Alright. There better be something cool down here or I'm gonna fucking flip. Would you like to? Oh, I shouldn't do that. I was meant to do Michael Scott doing that. Would you like to try some cookie? What's the fucking thing he says before he gets slapped by Kelly? Talkie. I can't remember what the word is that he uses. Holy fuckballs. Hope you like death. Oh, I don't like this. Fuck! That guy really got in the way there. Why are there so many of the cunts? Please explode. Cookie. Oh. Well, that worked out really well. Goodbye, everybody. You're all fucking dead. Yep. Oh, I'm so hungry. My stomach hurts. Was that the Chi-Chi man? The what? They're remaking The Office in Australia, Amber. Doing an Australian Office. Hello? And look, it has the potential to not be terrible, but they probably should have just done a whole different, like, IP. Isn't Australian Office just a pub? They've got Kitty Flanagan, which I don't know if you guys know who Kitty Flanagan is, but she's an Australian comedian to play the Michael Scott part. And I just, not that long ago, watched her show Fisk, which is like, it's about her working in a, like a small law office in Australia, just like a fucking corner shop law office thing, and she's fucking hilarious in that. So in terms of like, the person who always says the wrong thing is a little backwards, but like, she fits that brief really well, and she'll do a good job. But like, just do another show. Don't do The Office. Just be like, oh, we can assemble a good cast. Kitty Flanagan can head it. Why does it have to be The Office? Because you're setting yourself up for failure. Possibly, you might get more eyes in. People will like be coming to see, you know, what it is, what happens, how they handle it, and that. So, I guess there's a benefit there. But I don't know. I feel like anyone who remakes The Office now after the UK and the US, like, is just setting themselves up to lose. Kitty's a good comedian. She's fairly strong, and her delivery is like effortlessly hilarious. That's why I'm like, oh, she'll be good in this setting. And Fisk is fucking funny. If the first season isn't awkward as fuck, they fail. Well, that's the thing. Like, it will be awkward. But I don't think people are going to give them the leeway and the time to, like, let it be awkward and let them work out the kinks. Like, people didn't like the first season of the US Office. People didn't like the first season of Parks and Rec. Like, and then they, you know, they got lucky to stay on the air, and they got better and better and worked out what they were. Hello, hello. I bugged my agent. And I've never bugged my agent before. But I was like, get me an audition for this show. For the love of Christ, please, holy God almighty, get me an audition for this show. And they fucking couldn't. And they're an agent. Just fucking sort it out, you lazy cunts. I hate my agent. And I'm quite happy to say it, because I don't even care if they drop me. They sent me an audition brief the other day for a Kmart commercial, and it required someone who could juggle pots and pans. And I didn't even say anything. I got the text, I got the email, and then she calls me the next day and she's like, "Hi, did you catch that audition we sent you?" I was like, "Yep." She's like, "Oh, have you clicked approve?" Because you have to go onto the site and click approve to say you're going to do the audition. And I was like, "No." She's like, "Oh, are you going to do it?" And I was like, "No." It's like, "Oh, why?" And I'm like, "Have you read the brief?" And she's like, "Yeah, it said, it came out, blah, blah, blah." And she didn't say anything about the juggling. I'm like, "Did you actually read the brief?" She's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, it says I need to be able to juggle pots and pans." And she was like, "Oh, I remember when we, when we did our first interview, you said that you can juggle." I'm like, "I can juggle. I can juggle balls, but I can't." It says competent juggler. It's like flipping pots and pans in here. I'm like, are you fucking high? Like, I don't even have that down in my skills. It was just something I said to you off the cuff. She's like, "Oh, so well, you could, give it a go." I'm like, "Are you fucking high right now? Give it a go?" Also, look down the brief, and it's like they want the same person to like dance, like to wear their like shorts. They're like short shorts. That's the thing right now, is just super short shorts. And to dance and have some fun. I'm like, who do you think they're gonna hire? The big fat cunt in shorts, or the inevitable fucking circus performer who comes in to make $5,000 juggling pots and pans? Who's going to be fit and ready to have a boogie? Like, I'm not going to get the job. Why are you sending me this bullshit? I'm just sick of getting bullshit. I'm sick of going into an audition in a room with 10 Maori blokes. Why are they sending me in for these briefs? These briefs that are asking for people of color, and they're sending me in. I'm like, you're wasting my time. You're wasting your own time. That's all I've done for the last 2 years, is walk into a room for a tools commercial that says, "We are looking for people of color." And then I get there and it's me and 10 Maori guys. I'm like, I'm not going to get the job. Why am I here? I'm not whinging that they're looking for people of color. I'm just like, stop sending me to auditions that I'm going to fail at, because I'm really fucking tired of it. It's tiring. It's fucking weird. It's like, it's not, I'm not fucking going out onto a site and lifting tools and breaking my back, it's not tiring in that way. It's just, it's tiring in the way, like, have you ever gotten something from IKEA, like a cabinet or something, and you built it, and then you've done all the work and then realized, oh fuck, I put this piece on backwards, and you have to pull the whole thing down. So you realize you've just wasted 2 hours of your life doing something that's pointless. That's the feeling, is wasting days. You learn the material, you do setting up to do a self-tape is hours, depending on the stuff that you got to do. Like hours of my evening learning stuff, setting up the camera, doing the self-tape, uploading, sending it off. And then they go, "Oh, come in for a physical thing." And then I got to drive 45 minutes across the city, pay for parking, take this time out from working, go in, have the read. Like, it's just, and then they just go, "Okay, that's fine. We don't need any more." There is no reward. There's no thing. You're not being paid for that time. You're just wasting your time. You're throwing it out the window. And you're going, "Okay, so that was an evening I lost. That was a day I lost. That was, an hour and a half worth of fuel that I lost." It's just like, it's a weird kind of, like, rejection is fine. I can deal with the rejection. It's the processing of the time wasted and the effort wasted. It's like, I put that effort in for nothing. There's no like, "Oh, you got out there, you had fun." There is no benefit. There is no plus side. It's just fucking annoying. I hope that doesn't sound too whingy. That's just And that's the rant I went on with my agent. And she's like, well, you know, that's the business. I'm like, it is the business, but we can mitigate the amount of time lost by you fucking reading over the briefs and not sending me shit that's pointless. Just go blackface. Yeah, so I don't think I'd get the job there. That's a good way to just not get any more jobs ever. Do you write down that you're a person of color? No, I don't. And they know I'm like, on my brief, it's like, I think on my brief it says Caucasian as fuck. Sorry, it doesn't say Caucasian as fuck. I just thought that was a good bit. My agent doesn't, I don't think my agent misses it, Zet. I think, because on the brief it doesn't say looking, it doesn't say, the wording that they use isn't strictly person of color. Because, you know, they just can't do that. But when they put in the brief, like a preference for people of color, when they say seeking blah, 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 that's what they want. That's their preference. And it's not an amateur theater play. It's not a community theater. Like, they're spoiled for choice. So it gets to the point where they can pick people. It's like professional theater and professional work. You get to the point where once you get to a professional level, everybody that comes in can do the job. So then you get to pick people down to, you know, things like how they look, how they, what their chemistry is like with other actors, all that sort of stuff. When you do amateur work, when you're doing like a musical, it doesn't always, you're not spoiled for choice. You're like, oh, this person is the only one that can do it. And we don't care that they are a little bit, you know, overweight, or they're not quite like, you know, it's the romantic lead and they're not the most handsome person. Like, depending on where you do your amateur work, some places are spoiled for choice, but professional work just isn't. So when there's 11 people, myself included, who can do the job, they're not gonna pick me because I'm already not their preference. Oh, I get it. They're messing with you. Let's send the guy with the tiny hands to the juggling gig. You can't just, it's not that easy, Amber. I can't just like send in a job in application. Especially for a show like that, there's not like open auditions for The Office there. Your agent's going to get you a spot. And as a professional agent, and they've got people on their ticket, like my buddy Don, who works professionally. He does television and stage, and he's the one that got me in with this agent. He's like, they've been getting me work since the fucking 90s, because he's in his 50s. And he's like, they're great. And I was like, oh, can you get me an interview? And he did, and I got into the agency. And then haven't booked a fucking job with these cunts. And they called me the fucking call. They're like, you're the bloody callback king. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, oh, you always get callbacks. For every audition you do, you always get a callback. You just never book the job. I'm like, why is that? Is it because I've got the skills to like do the job and then I get into the room and I'm not physically what they want? Is that it? Maybe put me up for stuff that I might actually get. You fucking idiots. Sorry. This is all getting a little bit whingy, but I'm really just shitty with my agent at the moment. And you know what? This might shock you guys, but I'd love a good influx of cash. And when you work a proper job, like when you have like a 9 to 5 or, you know, like a job that I have where I make income, you know, you're not living paycheck to paycheck, so you don't go in with desperation, but you go, oh, that'd be nice. Like the Kmart gig is a 10-hour day and you make $5,000. And I'm like, that'd be a good gig to get. A commercial job, get a quick $5,000, go to a trip to the UK. You know, it'd be nice to have an influx of cash like that. Pay off some of the tax they owe, or some of that sort of shit. Like, so you get like giddy. You're like, oh yeah, fucking, this is an easy job to book. And these fucking clowns, you walk into the room and I'm like, oh, I see. My agent is a fucking idiot. Anyways, enough whinging. I'm also a little like, I'm a little extra cranky. I told you guys about this Sweeney Todd audition. There's a professional concert version of Sweeney Todd coming to Melbourne. And I'm not supposed to talk about it. Like in all the briefs, it was like, do not talk about it. But, you know, I didn't get the part, so now I don't give a fuck. But there's, yes, professional Sweeney Todd. I think I'm going to have to build a temporary shelter. And the initial audition, which I've never seen before, was just send an audio recording. And I was like, oh, that's super easy. So I did the audio recording. And I got a callback for Sweeney Todd. And I'm like, that's odd. Because I'm 29, I look like this, and I've got a professional callback for Sweeney Todd. I was like, that's exciting, but that's weird. Like, I've never heard of that before. And they've seen my, they've seen my headshots and my stage reel and all that sort of stuff. But anyways, they're like, come in. And this was months ago I found out about this. And the audition was learn the show. The audition, the wording was familiarize yourself with the show, which is fun. I was like, oh, this is fun because it's like a 4-hour audition. Familiarize yourself with the show. I was like, oh, that'll be fun. I'll go in. We'll sing a bunch of different stuff. We'll play around. Like they clearly want to mess around and like they want to fuck around, and I love to fuck around. Yeah. So I was looking forward to it, and I learnt the show. Over the last 2 months or so, familiarized myself with the show enough that like I know the tunes. I just need like lyrics or music or something. And that audition was yesterday, and I wasn't even nervous. I was just like, I was like, this is low pressure. You know, I don't think I'll get it because I look so young and whatever. But like, who knows? Maybe they're gonna fuck around with makeup. Sweeney Todd's always like pale-faced and black eyes, and like maybe they think they can like fuck around with me like that. So I go to the audition yesterday, and I get there, and there's 3 other blokes. One guy there's 2 older guys who are probably like 40, maybe 50. One guy who's somewhere between us. He was kind of like a handsome-looking man. And then me, and I was like, oh, this is cool. There's only 4 of us. What the fuck is going on here? These are all the things I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, this is exciting, and we're gonna fuck around all day. It's gonna be a good day. So we go into the room for like a first initial meeting, and we talk. There's 5 people on the panel, and the director just sort of talks us through, tells us the concept for the show, how they're going to do the concert version, but kind of like blend it with like stage stuff. So it's going to be concerty, but have elements of like a stage production. And I was like, oh, that sounds sick. Have a chinwag, a chat. That goes for about half an hour. and that like eating into like that 4 hour time. So it ends up being like about 3.5 hours left. I'm like, all right. So they're like, all right, so we're going to send you guys out to the waiting room. We're going to bring you in one by one, work with each of you individually for about half an hour each. And then we'll get you out of the room and then we'll bring you back in as a team. And we're going to do a thing where like you'll, we might get some of you to play other characters. You're not here to audition for those characters, but just so we can do some like, scenes and songs like as a group. And you're all competent actors. So like just when you're playing other parts, don't worry. We're just using you so we can give each individual person, Sweeney, a chance to work off someone else. We're going to have fun. We're going to play around, all that sort of stuff. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So even though they said you're not here to audition for those parts, it could be, I may as well have fun. I'll jump in. I'll play this guy, try and do a good job. And maybe they'll be like, oh, he'd be good for that. Or, I'll fuck around. So we'll, we're going to start with blah, 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 this guy. The rest of you can go out into the waiting room and we'll call you in like half an hour. Don't go anywhere. We will have a lunch break, blah, blah, like it was that sort of stuff. So then the one person on the panel who brings us in and out took us out to sit in the waiting room. And I saw him, the director like came over and they like chatted to each other. And then we went out in the waiting room and then, like, all right, just wait here, guys. Matthew, you're welcome to head home if you'd like to. And I went, what? Oh, okay. And I knew instantly what that meant, which is that physically they weren't, I didn't fit the brief. And that's happened one time before. I've never had, I guess, with like 24 hours of reflection, I appreciate them not wasting my time, not wasting their own time, not wasting anyone's time. They're like, okay, we have 3 guys who can do the job, who are the right age and are physically what we're looking for. I don't think it's a weight thing if anyone's thinking that, because there's been fat Sweeney Todds before. Sweeney Todd doesn't need to be not fat. I think it was an age thing. And also I look like a little boy. So like, we have 3 guys here who can do the part and look, we're just going to be wasting this kid's time. So let's send him home. I do appreciate that. It is so embarrassing. And then I have to say goodbye to the other, because we met, I was like, all right, see you guys. Like, took us today, have fun. And they're like, I'll see you, mate, And you can see it in their face. They're like, ouch, that fucking stings. That happened once before for a professional play I auditioned for. I like walked in the room and you trumble out, you go to like the center in front of the panel. And I was like, hey guys, how you doing? And then the director sort of went like, okay, thank you. And I stood there, because that's the first time that ever happened. I stood there and I was like that, like a dickhead. And he was like, thank you, that's all we need to see. And I was like, oh, okay. And then you walk out with your tail between your legs. So fucking embarrassing. So yeah, I didn't get to sing. I worked on it for like 2 months. Didn't get to sing a note yesterday. And that was thoroughly disappointing. And embarrassing. It's so fucking embarrassing. Definitely go and watch it and boo. These guys, yeah, like, look, it sucks. I hate that it happened, but I do appreciate it. It was your tiny hands. I appreciate, because it was going to be a 4-hour day. And they went, we're going to be wasting this guy's time. Like, and it's also good to know it's not like a talent thing, because they hadn't heard me do anything yet. They brought me in from my audition tape because they thought, I was good enough to listen to. And then they just went, it's just, you're not, physically you're not what we're looking for, especially when we have 3 perfect options. 3 better options in front of us. So it's more just like the disappointment comes from just being like, no. I wanted to have a sing that day. I was looking forward to like having a sing and fucking around. And I didn't get to do that, which is a bit of a bummer. They're lost. They don't know what they're missing. They don't know. They don't know what these tiny hands can do. Well, I mean, maybe that, like, you know, the thing is, Amber, in that show, I don't really. There is no other part I can do. And they know that because they know my voice type. I can sing the absolute fucking tits off of Sweeney, but I can't do like the kid. The kid's played by an adult man in the stage production, but it's vocally out of my range. It's like it's a real high sing. Toby, is that his name? Toby, yeah. I can sing Anthony or Anthony. I feel you, Joanna. That fucking guy. But you really want like a handsome, cute. Like that's a real like. You don't want you don't want a little fatty. That's what I'm trying to say. You want like a handsome leading man type in that role, especially professionally. And then there's things like Beetle Bamford. I can't sing. That's a fucking ridiculous sing. Judge Turpin I could sing, but again, Judge Turpin is a scary, scary fucking guy, and I just don't look scary. Move, dick. The Joanna song, yeah. Joanna's one of my auditions, or my it's in my audition repertoire. I use it a lot, so I can sing the tits off it. It's just not a part that fits me. You're top of my list, and that's not like I don't personally want to do that. Like when it comes to a part like that, like if I was casting, I wouldn't be picking me. So I have no hard feelings about like, I don't get weird about shit like that. Like, especially in amateur theater, people get really, really upset about like plus size people not being considered for romantic leads and all that sort of stuff. It's a real, like, people get lippy and fucking... Like theater's fat-phobic and all this sort of stuff. And as a fat person, I'm like... I don't know what to tell you, man. That's just how it is. Suck it up. It's just, that's how romantic lead works. You know, there are plenty of very, very attractive big people that could quite easily play any of these parts, and I've seen a lot of attractive big people play romantic leads in shows. Well, I've seen a lot of attractive bigger women play romantic leads in shows. I don't think there's been... I haven't seen... I do think it's harder for plus-size women than plus-size men, but I've never seen a fat romantic male lead. You know what? That's not true. I have. And they fucking crushed it. I just think the people that get on fucking social media and are ranting and raving about how fucking fat-phobic amateur theater is are just ugly fucking... they're ugly, untalented knobheads. That's such a mean thing to say. But it's not untrue. Like, you're not getting the part because you're fat. You're not getting the part because you can't do it. There was a whole point to this rant before it just became mean. But I can't remember what it was. Oh, yes. If I was casting, I wouldn't want me as Anthony. I'd want... There's an aesthetic, there's a style, and there's a thing. It's just, yeah, I have no hard feelings or any weird feelings about what my brief is, where I fit. Shrek, you know? I can't play Anthony, but I can play Shrek. I can't play fucking Marius, but I can play Horton. You know, it's just find where you fit, man. Stop being such a fucking twat. I can play Grimace. I can't play Ronald, but I can play Grimace. I like how Orlando Brown licking Raven's titty brought us here. Ellie, go away. Can't play Luigi, but I can play Mario. What was I doing? I came back here for a reason. Oh, now that I've got the rebreather, I should go over to that fucking spot. Mario! There was a whole point to this I can't remember. Oh, yes. Yeah, it's not always about your weight. And people love to use that as a crutch. The same way some people... Yeah, actually, no, I won't get into that because I'm not... I should only really comment on things that I know about. And this might shock you guys, but I know about being a fat cunt. But there was this one... I'll make a light commentary. And I'm going to keep it real surface level because I'm talking about something that I don't know about. This rant could get dangerous. No, it's, I mean, fucking whatever. It can't get dangerous because I am a big fat guy. But what I was going to say, whereas this one girl who always gets on social media and rants calling theater companies racist. Because she never gets cast and she is a person of color. And she's terrible. I've done 2 shows with her. I've had her audition in front of me and she's god awful. One time, I won't tell that story because that could siphon it down so people can actually work out who she is. But point is, shut up. She's not actually dirty. She's you know, she's beautiful as well. She's a beautiful looking person, but she's just not very good, and she's not very good. She's terrible. And in the same way that I see a few people using their weight as a crutch to be like, this is why I don't get parts because I'm fat. It's the same deal. She's like, I don't get parts because companies are racist. And I'm like, that's not even true. I mean, they could be racist, but that's not why you're not getting the part. Anyways, that was the only other example I had of someone not taking responsibility for themselves. And I get that that's probably a bit different because she might have... Although I guess fat people as well may have examples in their past that they can point to and be like, this happens all the time. You know, so... It could happen so frequently that she's like, it must be happening here too. No, she doesn't have a beard. Here's a question. Who would you like to play the most in theatre production like Dream Role? I've been very lucky. I've been able to jump into pretty much every single one of my dream roles. I'd like to do Thénardier and Les Mis. I think I'd slap the tits off that. And to be honest, I'd love to have another crack at Shrek. There's a Uncle Fester in Addams Family the musical. I've had my eye on for a very long time as well. Is that a motorbike? Motorbike. What was the light? But you know, I know we have people of color in the stream, so feel free to shout out and tell me if I'm missing the point or if I'm missing the mark here with this one, you know, this individual person. I don't want to just be the only fucking... It's hard not to dominate the conversation when you're on the camera with the mic, but I'll try whatever I can to not dominate the conversation when it's something that I can never really get. It's just the only other comparison that I have to someone blaming something for something when that isn't the case. In this instance, it seems, when they're like, I don't get cast because this is why. And you're like, I can say with a guaranteed experience and having seen you do blah, blah, XYZ, that's not the case. It's because you don't have the skills. In my example, it's like, you're not getting the part. Not because you're a fatty, but because you're just not skilled. And that's not to say that never happens. I'm sure there's plenty of times where you have two people who are equally talented. One is a bigger gal and one is a thinner gal. And they're like, well, let's just go for the thinner gal for the aesthetic that we want. Because we have that option. The whole point of my rant was that I would not be shocked or I wouldn't have no hard feelings if I was the butt end of that situation. Which, as I pointed out, I was literally yesterday. Where they went, all right, he can do the part, but physically we have better options for Sweeney. And I was like, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Would you shave your head or bald cap? I'd shave my head if they asked me to. What is this? Is this just a roundabout ways of getting to where I was before? I'd like a Cracker Strike as well. He has that ogre money. Oh, cheese as well. Maybe the stage is a weight limit. And you gotta know that a lot of the stuff I'm saying, people would be really, really upset and would be angry at me for saying them. And I just don't think it's that crazy. Not the race stuff. I would let anyone be mad at me for what I said about, you know, this particular person using their race as a crutch. Because I can't ever really understand and even though I think I'm correct, it's probably not something that I should be commenting on. But I am. But when it comes to the fat stuff, I'm like, look, I'm a big cunt. I'm a big fat boy. I'm not coming at this from a place of not knowing what it feels like. Yeah. I feel like my guy's like half under the ground. Look at you being all rational and shit. It feels rational. It's weird. People in musical theater are weird, man. I was just saying to a friend of mine, literally yesterday, I need to spend some time with people outside of musical theater again. Because... what the fuck is that on my map? Because you forget that this isn't real life. And the way that some people in musical theater behave is just fucking wild. I have to listen to it all. It's so much worse, Dirty. Like, amateur and musical theater is like its own little world. And people are fucking weird, man. Weird as fuck. And they care about things... Hey! Oh, someone subscribed. Oh, they care about things that nobody else in the world gives a fuck about. And they get vocal about things that no one else in the world gives a fuck about. And they think that everyone else in the world does give a fuck about it. And you're like, Jesus Christ. So, food and frothies soon. Food and frothies! Yeah, Robber. You're always in Melbourne. Will McBellin. Thank you for being a fucking legend. So it looks like you've been kind enough to gift a sub to me, the real G-Man. Me.
Stop it. Get some help.
Michael Jordan, not again! Oh my God, Wilma Palin. Wilma Palin. I gotta work out what this marker on the map is. 5 is no small fucking number in terms of gift and sub-aroonies. Oh. Well, this is new. So thank you very much. Can we get some love for Wilma Pellin in the stream? We'll shave his head for a gig boy, grow a stash. I grew a stash. I tried. I will try anything. And I will try and shave my head the same way I tried to grow a mustache. I'll just have a lot more success with shaving my head. Tiny hands. I never get cast because of my fat little hands. Now I could make a fucking flask. Tim LeBlanc. Wilma Pale. Yep. GPS case. What is a GPS? What is a GPS case? Yeah, that's. I'm probably gonna save here and finish the stream up. But let's keep exploring. Sorry. I don't think I can get through this door anyways. I think this is a much later. Yeah, need a card. Just gonna make a couple things and then save up for and finish up for the day. Sorry. Bloop, 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 bloop. That's a substantial amount of water dripping out to the point where it's weird that the floor isn't flooded. Why stop? You don't have an acting job to go to. Oh! Very good. God. No, I'm going to get lunch with a friend, which I completely forgot about until at 2 o'clock in the morning. wants to go out, it seems. Thanks for kicking it with me today. Wilma Pellin, thank you for the 5 gifted subs to finish us off, get us to the end of the stream. I will be back tomorrow morning, same time. Go check out the new video if you haven't already on YouTube. You will love it. I think that's it. I'm off to Knox for ramen. Yeah. Oh. All right. This little girl wants to go outside. I will see you guys tomorrow morning.